Sometimes life doesn't just test you, it breaks you. It takes your dreams, your confidence, your peace, and leaves you staring at the pieces, wondering how you will ever rebuild. But let me ask you, what if your pain wasn't meant to destroy you, but to shape you? What if your scars, the ones you try to hide, are actually the map that leads to your greatest strength? I'll tell you this. Every scar tells a story. Every setback hides a lesson. And every fall is a chance to rise higher than before. And maybe right now you don't feel strong. That's okay. But strength doesn't always roar. It sometimes whispers, I'll try again tomorrow. Today, I want to talk to you about how to heal, grow and rise. How to rebuild your strength after a failure. Because you can't erase the pain, but you can transform it. When we fail, we don't just lose. We lose part of ourselves. Our trust, our rhythm. A business that collapsed, a relationship that ended, a dream that didn't work out as planned. Failure makes you retreat. You start playing small because you're afraid to feel that pain again. You stop applying, you stop dreaming, you stop showing up. But here's the thing, hiding doesn't heal. You can't move forward while constantly looking back. What truly heals is understanding what broke you and learning from it. Because pain, when processed, becomes wisdom, but when ignored, becomes prison. What people don't talk about enough is the silence that follows failure. The way people pull back. I'm talking about friends, family members, the judgmental glances, the quiet whisper that says, you should have known better. But listen, pain, failure is a process. Grow in comfort, you grow in the stretch. But behind that silence is where resilience begins. In those private battles, the ones no one sees, that you decide who you will become. When life breaks you, you have two choices. You can either choose to stay broken or choose to rebuild different. And that's where resilience starts. Healing begins the moment you pause long enough to feel everything you've been running from. Some days, you feel like you've moved on, and other days, the memory hits like it just happened. And that's okay. You're human. Don't rush your healing. You see, we were taught to move quickly. Stay busy. Don't think about it. Just forget about it. But you can't heal what you refuse to feel. Growth isn't about pretending you're fine. It's about facing your truth and choosing to move forward one step at a time. It's crying and then rising up again. It's resting and then trying again. It's forgiving, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Your pause is not your punishment. It's your processing period. Don't hate the season where nothing seems to be happening. That's where the roots of resilience grow. So, let go of the illusion of perfection. You are allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in the progress at the same time. Resilience begins with awareness. When life hits you, it's easy to react, to run, to blame, to quit. But the true strength comes when you pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is this moment revealing about who I am and what I need to grow? Pain exposes truth. Sometimes it shows you the habits you need to change, the people you need to let go of, or the limits you've placed on yourself. When you sit with your scars long enough, they start to speak to you, and their message is always powerful. You're not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you rise from it. You can't rewrite what happened, but you can rewrite what it means. So, stop asking, why did this happen to me? Rather, ask, what did this teach me? Maybe you lost that job, and it taught you your worth isn't defined by titles. Maybe that relationship failed. It showed you what kind of love you truly deserved. Maybe you made a costly mistake, and it taught you what not to repeat. You see, pain becomes purpose the moment you decide it won't go to waste. That's how you rise, not by forgetting, but by reframing. Let your scars remind you of how far you've come, not how much you've lost. One of the hardest parts of healing is letting go of bitterness. The why me, the after all I did, they'll regret losing me. Growth means choosing peace over revenge and wisdom over anger. It means accepting the closure doesn't always come from others. Sometimes it comes from your decision to move on. You don't heal by fighting people to see your worth. You heal by seeing it yourself and walking away from anything that made you doubt it. Remember this, letting go isn't weakness. It's making room for what's next. Here's one secret. Resilience is not built in comfort. It's built in the fire. When everything falls apart, that's when you discover what's truly inside you. Use your pain, write about it, speak about it, build from it. Your story could be the light someone else needs to keep going. Sometimes God doesn't remove the storm because the storm is what builds your wings. It's not about escaping the pain. It's about evolving through it. You must learn to have faith in the process. Even when you can't see the outcome, trust the process. Faith isn't believing everything will be easy. It's believing something good can still come out of the hardest moments. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment, they are all pieces of the bigger picture. You just can't see it yet. Hold on to hope. You've come too far to quit now. Sometimes, the miracle isn't that everything changes, it's that you do change. Here are 5 blueprints on how to rise after a failure. First, accept what has happened. Stop replaying the what if. You can't change the past, but you can rewrite the future. Extract the lessons. Every failure hides a message. Find it, write it down, and use it as your guide. Thirdly, rebuild with intention. Don't go back to who you were. Evolve into who you are meant to be. Number 4, surround yourself with growth. Choose people who remind you of your strength, not your scars. And the last, stay consistent. Healing requires consistency. Show up, even when it hurts. Especially when it hurts. Remember, scars don't make you broken. They make you bulletproof. When you finally rise, you will notice something powerful. You're no longer trying to prove your worth. You know it. You no longer fear failure because you've danced with it and survived. You're no longer afraid of starting over because you now understand that starting over means starting wiser. You've turned your scars into stars. You've transformed pain into purpose. You've become resilient, unstoppable, reborn. Now it's time to shine. So if you're listening right now and you feel broken, remember this. Your scars tell your story. Don't hide them. They are proof that you were tested and you came through. You're not broken. You are rebuilt. You're not a failure. You are a fighter in progress. From scars to stars, that's your journey. One day, someone will look at your story and find hope in theirs. So don't give up. Keep healing. Keep growing. Because one day soon, you will look back and realize that the fire that almost consumed you was that same fire that made you shine. If this message touched you, don't just keep it to yourself. Someone out there needs the reminder that they too can rise again. So take a moment to like, share, and leave a comment. And tell me what part spoke to you the most. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the notifications. Let's grow together. I'll see you in my next video.